Hi, and welcome back to Tanya's Tasting Table. It's the holiday time, so whether you're a host or you're a guest, there are plenty of options for you to help celebrate the holidays with. None other than some bubbly. So I'm going to use this Prosecco. It is from a DOCG, which means that it is of the highest quality. It is 100% Glera. That's the grape variety here. It's grown in northern Italy in a region called Valdobbiadene. Say it with me. Valdobbiadene. Yes, it took me about 8 years in the wine industry to be able to say that word properly. So no shame at all if you have trouble. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to open this without killing anybody or losing an eye. So get it cold. Make sure that your bottle is nice and cold, because then the bubbles are a little bit better and the explosion is less likely to happen. So we've all seen those videos where the champagne goes everywhere and everyone goes nuts. This is not that video. So there's a handy little tab right here. It's becoming quite popular, and then a little bit of a perforated edge, so it's really not that hard. One of the things you have to keep in mind is that you have to keep your hand on the top, because it is bottled under pressure, which means that there is a lot of power in here. So keep your hand at the top, remove the foil, dun 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 dun. You got to move the other part of the foil. So we survived that, and then you'll see there is a little tab right here, and there are fun little facts, 6 twirls that you do. So I'm going to move this just so that I don't end up showing you the wrong way to do things. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you've got the cage opened, and ever so slightly, keep your hand on top, ever so slightly, move the Prosecco or the champagne to the side at a 45-degree angle, and then slightly twist it, and twist it, and twist it, and twist it. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Oh! And she twists. I just love the little bit of bubbles that come out here, and you can see the bubbles in the glass. It's just so fun. So you can just go with a straight Prosecco, no harm in that, but I thought to gussy it up a little bit for the holiday season. So I'm gonna put this down here, and then I will parade for you all my different cocktails. So I have a number of cocktails in mind. The first one I'm going to do is one of my classic favorites. So what it is a champagne flute. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of spice pear liqueur with it. But first things first, if you've ever wondered how people get things to stick on the top of the rim, this is your secret. You need a little piece of citrus. So you get your little piece of citrus and you just dance it around. There you go. And now I have a plate that has a combination of brown sugar, white sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon. So I have my plate. You stick it down underneath, twist it around, twist it around. Okay, now chunk, 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 chunk. Here we go. So now you can see I have a beautiful rim, nice festive. And we're going to use a little St. George. St. George spice pear liqueur, in my mind, is basically synonymous with fall and Thanksgiving, and we can push it to Christmas if you like. I just love this cocktail. So we're going to add just a tiny bit, like an ounce or maybe half an ounce. So depending. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to fill it up about there. And then I'm just gonna add a little squeeze of lemon. So because this spirit is quite sweet, I'm gonna add just a little squeeze of lemon so that it is a little more tart. And so just delicious. And you can just use the same lemon that you had earlier to do the rim. You can just squeeze that in there. And then I'm gonna top it off with a little Prosecco. So there you go. So there you have it. That is my spice pear Royale, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, dear Lord. This just brings me back so many great memories of the fall and parties and cocktails, and oh dear, I just love that cocktail. Okay, next we're gonna do a little variation on a bee's knees. We're gonna make it like a kind of like a French 75, but we're gonna use honey simple syrup because it's a bee's knees. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the quintessential Barr Hill gin, and Barr Hill is a gin made out of raw honey and juniper, and then like corn-based vodka. So it's very boutique-y, very well made, and I love to use very honest products. And this one has only, you know, 3 ingredients essentially. So juniper, honey, and the non-GMO corn-based vodka, because all gin is basically flavored vodka. So because we are going to add alcohol to alcohol, I'm going to just use a little bit less. Who am I kidding? We're going to use the whole thing. So we're going to do 1 ounce of gin. Boop. Okay. And then I'm gonna use 1 ounce, well, maybe a little less than 1 ounce, like a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. There we go. And then I'm gonna use a 1/2 ounce of honey simple syrup. So there we go. Now, and just shake it all up. There we go. Wow. Start it off with my little Prosecco. There we go. Then we're gonna garnish it just with a little tiny little garnish, just for extra pizzazz. So I have a little raspberry with a lemon peel on it. So these are also really easy to do. What you do is you just get a peeler, peel your lemon, and then, you know, stab the lemon, then stab the raspberry, and then stab the lemon again. And we go put it right in there. Delicious. And now it's festive as well. Let's try it. I'm sure it's delicious. Perfection. Using only a little bit of gin makes the cocktail really elegantly junipery. It doesn't really have an overly offensive flavor to it. Some gin's going to be really junipery. This one is a little bit less toned down. And then the other thing that's great is that the honey really gives me this fall feeling. So it's a little warmer. It's not as like clean, if you will, as a simple syrup. It has more flavor to it. So there you go. Another perfect fall cocktail. Now, for those who like a little bit more of a robust flavor, I'm going to do a black fig spritz. So here we have a little black fig vodka. So this is like an infusion of just figs with a little figs with a little vodka. There's no honey, no sugar added to this at all. So I'm gonna have to add a little bit. I'm gonna use honey simple syrup because I like the depth of flavor that the honey gives. So that's that much, about an ounce or so. Here we go. We're gonna pour just a little bit more honey in there. There we go. Just a little splash of an orange cognac. I love this, Beauchamp. It's really great because it is also just like a 3-ingredient product. So it just has cognac, VSOP cognac, as well as honey and Seville oranges and Valencia oranges. So it's got this beautiful orange flavor. So I'm going to put another 1/2 ounce of that in there. And then we are going to top this off with my Prosecco. So here we go. Oh, so you can almost call this like a figgy sidecar. Let's see how she turned out. I can see those disappearing very quickly. On hindsight, I might put the cinnamon rim on here as well because it just goes so well. The fig is really, really intense, and the orange with it is like, it just kind of crescendos together really beautifully. So you're gonna wow your guests with any one of these 3 cocktails. So comment below and tell me which one you like the best. I have the Pear Royale, the Black Fig Sidecar, as well as the Bee's Knees French 75. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and super fun holiday season. Thank you. Until next time, take care.